Guy Verhofstadt has been mocked on social media after complaining about the EU's decision to send Josep Borrell, its top diplomat, to Russia despite the controversial imprisoning of dissident politician Alexei Navalny. Meanwhile, it has emerged that during his trip, Mr. Borrell, the bloc's high representative, sat by while Russia's foreign minister publicly berated the EU as an unreliable partner. Mr. Navalny, the leader of the Russia of the Future Party and the founder of the Anti-Corruption Foundation (FBK), is a leading critic of Russia President Vladimir Putin. Josep Borrell should simply not have gone to Moscow without a message of EU strength and a mandate for sanctions to back it up. However, other users suggested the bloc only had itself to blame. One replied, the EU's strength was in the fact that the UK was part of it. But you decided not to listen to at 10 Downing Street when DC was PM, tried to backstab TM and thought you could outsmart at Boris Johnson. More fools you. Now you're reaping what you sow, and deservedly so. Alfred Eddington said, what EU strength? You've enjoyed the peace brought by a mainly US-UK military alliance for decades whilst most EU countries have paid a pittance towards NATO financially. Another Twitter user added, it's not difficult to make a fool of the EU. The Syrian refugee crisis demonstrated that on various occasions. So did the Greek bailout. Another added, Verhofstadt can grandstand all he likes. Putin knows that at most the EU will make a few feeble gestures and essentially do nothing. Another suggested, it is beyond pathetic, but if you fill the EU Commission with failed political elites, what do you expect? During his trip, Mr. Borrell attended a press conference with Mr. Lavrov during which things took an awkward turn. After Mr. Borrell admitted the EU was not planning any sanctions against Russia in response to Mr. Navalny's incarceration, Mr. Lavrov said, we are getting used to the fact that the European Union are trying to impose unilateral restrictions, illegitimate restrictions, and we proceed from the assumption at this stage that the European Union is an unreliable partner. I hope that the strategic review that will take place soon will focus on the key interests of the European Union and that these talks will help to make our contacts more constructive.